my bad. So, I'm not sure. I just started the stream, and this is the first time I've done multi-streaming. So I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick right now. Whenever I went to press go live, Kick and YouTube were fine, but for whatever reason, Twitch said there was an error, but went through and started going anyways. So I'm not sure if there's going to end up being some type of issue on y'all's end if you're watching. But if there is anything going on, definitely just let me know and I'll try and figure it out. If you give me just a minute. Dismiss.
About to make it seem much, much longer. As much as the last 5 years have brought some kind of annoying stuff to PC gaming, it's also brought us plenty of gold. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on GameRanks, the top 50 PC games of the last 5 years. Starting out with number 50, it's Cyberpunk 2077. It took 3 years of work, but they were able to get this game to a point where I would recommend Cyberpunk to just about anybody. From the massive 2.0 update that reworked a lot of the gameplay systems, made the shooting more satisfying, made the skill tree more interesting, it's just an all-around better game. It wasn't unplayable at launch, at least on PC, but it clearly needed a lot of work. And now that it has been fixed, it went from a game that was being lambasted in pretty much all games media to being a critical darling. It's a great game now, and yeah, it sucks that it had such a rough launch. Some people probably actually never will forgive the developers for putting it out in a state like that, and to be frank, it is a shameful thing to do, especially given that CD Projekt Red self-publishes games and is under no force to put a game out. They got that Witcher 3 money, folks. But
yeah, honestly, like, so a couple things to say here. I know I was looking down at my phone for a second, but I've seen plenty of gameplay about Cyberpunk 2077. It started extremely rough, mainly because the development, like at the time, it was pretty normal for developers to just put out games without having the full game, you know. So it was just kind of a thing that would happen. But hang on. Actually, let's try that. While I'm figuring this out, I'll just keep explaining. So, essentially, they released the game not fully finished. It had so much hype around it. It was supposed to be like the next biggest thing. It was going to be great, right? And they released it half finished. It was terrible. No. Okay. Yeah, so essentially, they released the game and did a series of patches over like a 2-year period to get the game into a workable and playable state. And because of that, you know, they actually listened to the community, they actually listened to the players and the people who were dealing with what's going on, and playing the game. And actually were able to get in people's good graces after, you know, 2 to 3 year period. And there's a couple other games like, but aside from No Man's Sky, like the subtitles say right here, I was just about to say No Man's Sky is one of the other ones. The developers actually, like, both companies released a shitty game, a good game released unfinished. I won't say a shitty game, but they released a good game unfinished, and then actually took the time, instead of just collecting money and going on to the next one, actually took the time to fix it, made it right with the players before they went on to the next project. And CD Projekt Red, the production company of this game, also made all of the Witcher series, as well as I think they made Watch Dogs, but the Witcher series is by far way more popular. And so, yeah, that's basically what he's saying now. Is like they didn't have to do this at all. They've got plenty of money from The Witcher, but they actually care about the games and the people playing them, so they took the time to, go back and make it right, which is great. You love to see it.
Aside from No Man's Sky, if there is any game out there that totally justifies the dependence on patches, it's Cyberpunk 2077. I will take an extremely flawed game that gets fixed and becomes incredibly good over a game that is bad forever every time. Night City is one of the best, most fleshed out open worlds out there, and the story is great. If you're into shooters or RPGs or CD Projekt Red's games like The Witcher 3, you'll probably like Cyberpunk. And that's a pretty wide net to cast for probably like a game. It's, in fact, probably the most obvious thing to put on this list, and that's exactly why we started off with it.
Backbone was originally founded based on how we thought the future of gaming would unfold. We believe that one day...
Moving on to number 49, we're talking Persona 5 Royal. This is an enhanced port of the original Persona 5. It came out on PC in 2022, a few years after the regular version, but the patient gamer wins again because this is by far
just
the
out
best
of curiosity, the people that are in the chat, are you from... Hang on.
Improvements and additions.
Just out of curiosity, the people that are in chat, are you from YouTube, Twitch, or Kick? Because I'm trying to figure that out right now and figure out which ones are not working. So if you could just let me know, and that way I can at least, have an idea of what I need to fix.
The big thing Royale
Thank you.
adds is an entirely new ending that extends the length of the game by a large amount. It's a better ending, too, just to be clear. Even if the idea of spending even more time in this already gargantuan RPG sounds like a commitment, believe me, it's worth getting. Just look up how to actually reach it online. You don't want to spend 100 hours playing this thing only to find out that you missed out on the new stuff. Even if you don't care about all that, Persona 5 Royal is a super slick JRPG with style to spare, an amazing soundtrack, a deep and engaging battle system, and let me just tell you, it is one of the most fun battle systems that exists in the turn-based realm. Just expect it to take some time. An average playtime to start to finish can run well over 100 hours. And number 48, it's Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Took a while for this one to hit PC, but man is it worth it, because it is a fantastic open-world action game. Imagine an Assassin's Creed game, but with hard-hitting, intense combat, and you got a basic idea of what to expect from Ghost. Another thing to expect is a highly immersive experience. Rather than having gigantic quest markers all over the place, a guiding wind points you towards your next objective. The game's full of immersive little things like that, and they innovate on the usual open world formula. It is a beautiful game on PC, and it's more mechanically complex than most open world games, and the story's dramatic and exciting.
Yo.
It's all around just a really solid and enjoyable, historically inspired adventure.
Yo, can you hear me?
At number 47 is Deep Rock Galactic. This co-op dig 'em up is one of the most fun, chaotic, and joyful multiplayer games of the past few years, and is thankfully completely free of the usual microtransaction-heavy BS PC players have grown accustomed to. You buy the game, you get everything you need, and so start mining. The idea of a first-person...
Hang on, I just got a Discord call. Nothing? No? Um... Hmm.
And co-op mining game might not sound that interesting to you, but it is a lot of fun. It's hard to even describe what makes it work so well. The missions are randomly generated, but they're quick and well-paced. The desperate scramble for the exit after you mine just a little too greedily, that's always a joy, every time. And the game's fantastic community makes it extremely welcoming to newcomers. If you're into co-op games, it doesn't get a lot better than this. At number 46 is Doom Eternal. The newest Doom is one of the most divisive games over the past few years. Some love it, others do not like the drastic changes made to the Doom formula, but I gotta sit with the pro camp here. I think Doom Eternal is an awesome game. It's a genuinely hard game. The amount of ammo you get sometimes is shockingly small, but the way combat comes together in the game is something totally unique. It almost doesn't even feel like a standard FPS, more like an action game like Devil May Cry, but in first person. That sounds impossible to people who haven't played it, but if you have, you know exactly